That's my advice for you. Cancel the Disney package and get put in your purpose because you're going to become a lot more fulfilled. Like I was saying earlier, you're going to be able to wake up every morning and not figure out what am I doing with my life? Why well like why am I here? Why am I where I am at? Yes, that question is going to arrive in your head for different reasons, but you're not going to feel stuck. You're not going to feel like you're just on a hamster wheel, just, running endlessly and not getting anywhere. Yo, what's goody? What's goody? Latrell in a hoodie, and welcome to another episode of the Brother Next Door podcast, where we talk about finance, personal development, and skills to get you further in life through extra steps and my own personal experiences. In this episode, we're talking about finding your purpose. Yes, finding your purpose. I'm excited about this. This is a journey I'm currently going through. I'm not fully there yet. I'm not fully, in it, but it's something that has the path is slowly opening up and becoming a lot more clear. And so that's something that I definitely want to talk about today. That way I can reflect on this episode and then come back to it in a year, 2, 5 years, be like, dang, like this is where we started and this is where we are at. So I want to help you guys as well when it comes to finding your purpose. So understand the first thing you want to do is find what makes you unique. Understand you're already unique, right? Your experiences, everything you've gone through, nobody has had the combination of experiences and just things happening in life like you have had. Yes, yes, things that have happened to you have happened to other people, but with everything that has happened in your life, all that stuff hasn't directly happened to somebody else, right? And so there's a very big mix of different things, different emotions, different situations that has happened to you that has never happened to anybody else in the same combination. And so that's that's something that you're gonna have to dig deep, and it's gonna hurt for some because there's a lot of deep stuff that a lot of healing that needs to happen, right? There's a lot of stuff that you don't want to think about, but going through that hard stuff, going through that difficult stuff as well, will allow you to understand. Okay, this is the stuff I've been through. This is the things that I could help other people get through. And so think about that is what makes you unique. And understand before you go off, because another technique is thinking about people that you look up to. Because if you look up to a certain, master, you look up to a certain expertise in a certain field, then it's like, I want to be like that person. But, you may not have all the attributes or all the, things that that person may have, but seeing, whether it's a basketball player, whether it's whoever, just looking at who they are as an individual, maybe those attributes that they are as an individual resonate with you a lot more than who they are as a soccer player or as a basketball player or as an artist or as a whatever their field may be. So consider that. What really makes you admire that person, right? Is it their craft or is it everything behind that craft or what they do off the field or what they do, behind the scenes? Once you figured out what makes you unique and with the help of possibly looking at people who you look up to, maybe that helps, maybe that doesn't. It's all right, it's not a big deal. Then what you want to do is figure out what makes you fulfilled. What are you currently doing that's just like, I'm good here. Like this makes me happy. I don't have to worry about a thing, right? And so for me, this is actually what prompted this episode and what made me want to do this episode was a couple of days ago, me and my friend were talking. She was just like, how do you feel like in the season of your life? Like with all this stuff you're doing, are you feeling overwhelmed? Do you feel challenged? All this stuff. And I was like, I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Like I'm doing what I should have been doing all along. And so what I mean by that was I just started where I applied to become a group leader. And so I'm gonna start doing that next month. I'm gonna start that process next month. Then I'm volunteering a lot more, not only at the church, but also at my job. And so I volunteered last weekend, this weekend, and then I'm volunteering next weekend. And so I'm adding so much stuff to my plate compared to last month and last year that you think that I'd be overwhelmed or you think that it's like, okay, this is way too much. But in actuality, it's like I feel like I'm in my groove now. Like I feel like I'm just riding the wave that I should have been riding for, you know, for years. And so that's what I mean by that. Like what makes you feel fulfilled? Like what makes you feel like I'm waking up this morning, I know exactly what I'm doing. This morning I did a what was it? A back to school drive. And so with that, it was from 8 in the morning, well 7:40 all the way till it was supposed to be until 2, but they ran out of supplies, so we ended up ending it at 12. But understand with that, like it didn't feel like work, it didn't feel like volunteer work, it just I just felt like I was being fulfilled. I just felt like I was in my purpose every single second of that time. And of course, it's early in the morning. People got their kids with them. Kids acted up, all this stuff. And, obviously there were some, parents frustrated, all that. But I was like, hey, good morning. How's your day going? All this stuff, helping putting wristbands on, all that good stuff. And their attitudes didn't affect my attitude. And so like there were some that I was like, hey, good morning. She's like, good morning. Like, she really didn't want to say it, but when somebody's nice to you like that, you can't help but say good morning back. And so, you had parents like that. And so I didn't let their emotions, I didn't let how they were feeling, bring me down. And so understand what gets you in that mood, what gets you in that flow to where it's like, bro, I'm doing this, I'm enjoying this, and this is something I really do enjoy doing. You need to figure out what that is for you. And so when it comes to volunteering for me and just giving back, there hasn't, maybe back in middle school when I didn't really understand what mission work was, I didn't understand it wasn't about just going on a trip with your friends out of state, and it was actually about helping others. Other than that, there's never been a time where it's just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be building this house. I don't want to be pressure washing these boards. I don't want to be painting. I don't want to be, what else have I done? Back to school events. I don't want to be, stacking boxes. Like all these things I've done, some of them very strenuous, some of them just say hi, just guide people, right? And I did both today. First half of it, I was literally just directing people on where to go and putting their wristbands on. And then the second half was stacking school supply boxes. That way, we can get through them a lot quicker, pass them out a lot more efficiently. In both times, there was no attitude or no second, thought of, man, I'd rather be over there, or man, I'd rather be doing this. Like, it was just, where do you need me? How can I best help out? And I did it. And so that's what I mean is find that thing where it's just like, I enjoy doing most of it. Now, you're not going to enjoy every last thing about it. There is going to be something. I guarantee there's going to be something that's like a little pet peeve that's like, if it wasn't for this would be perfect, right? There's always something like that in every field, every industry, anything you're doing, right? But overall, everything else that you love trumps that one little thing a thousandfold. So find that thing for you that's just like, hey, I'm doing this. It's great. It doesn't feel like a chore, and I will continue doing this until I'm called to do something else, right? Next, find something you're passionate about. Like I said, you're not going to enjoy every little thing. Like when it comes to jobs, you're not going to enjoy every last part of your job. But when you find a job or find a field that you enjoy doing, then that gets you through those times where it's just like, I really don't want to be here right now. I really don't want to be doing this research or reading pamphlets or, reading whatever it may be. I'd rather be out on the floor. I'd rather be doing the part that I actually enjoy doing. But when you have passion for that thing, whether that's at work, whether it's finding your purpose, whatever it may be, if there is passion behind it, then that passion will push you through those hard times and those moments where you're doing stuff that's not as fun for you. Next up, talk to professionals or talk to people already in the field. It's easy to say, "Hey, I want to do this." And then you do all this training, you try to get everything set up, and then you finally get out there, you finally get in the field for yourself, and you're like, nope, this is something completely different. This is something I don't want to do. And so to help avoid that, not necessarily completely avoid that, because some stuff you just have to learn on your own, some stuff you just have to experience for yourself. Find a professional already out in the field. Find a person already out doing the thing that you love doing. Hey, I see y'all, out volunteering here, there, feeding the homeless. What is that like? What does that look like? Hey, I see you're a group leader. How do I become a group leader? What does that process look like? What does it look like to actually be a group leader and have all these people that you're trying to, help teach and, guide? What does that look like? And if those things align with something that you enjoy doing or align with the things that you enjoy doing, then definitely give it a shot. But if most of that stuff is negative and most of that stuff is just like, I don't see myself doing any of that, then maybe you should look at something else, right? So look for somebody already in the field and see if what they say, right? Take it with a grain of salt, of course, but see if based off what they say or see based off what multiple people say in that field, if that's a field that you want to get into and serve. Look, this is a given, but I gotta say it. Don't let money be the determining factor for finding your purpose, right? Don't don't even think about money, right? Yes, we need money to survive. Yes, that's what's work. That's is what work is for. Now, if you could get that purpose and have income coming from that purpose, great. That you just hit a home run. But if not, that's completely fine. Have that job that's making you a paper, and then also be working on your purpose, be pursuing your purpose at the same time. As I'm working right now, I'm pursuing my stuff, I'm paying off my student loans, but at the same exact time, I'm also pursuing my purpose, right? I'm doing my job, pursuing my purpose, both at the same time. It's possible, it's doable. Don't say you don't have enough time. You got to remove some time from Netflix. You got to remove some time from Hulu, ESPN, whatever. You got that Disney package. Go and cancel the Disney package and get in your purpose. That's my advice for you. Cancel the Disney package and get put in your purpose because you're going to become a lot more fulfilled. Like I was saying earlier, you're going to be able to wake up every morning and not figure out, what am I doing with my life? Why? Well, like, why am I here? Why am I where I am at? Yes, that question is going to arrive in your head for different reasons, but you're not going to feel stuck. You're not going to feel like you're just on a hamster wheel, just, running endlessly and not getting anywhere. I strongly, strongly advise you guys to find your purpose. So, just to recap, figure out what makes you unique. Find somebody in that field already doing it. Ask them for advice. Figure out what makes you fulfilled. Figure out what that thing is that you feel like you can do all day and just yes, it's going to wear you out. Yes, right now I'm worn out from this morning. But during that time interacting with all those people, there wasn't a second where I was like, man, I got to sit down. Man, I got to take a break. There it wasn't a single I was munching through my break or my lunch trying to get done so I can get back to serving and helping those people because I just enjoyed it so much. Find what that is for you. And then last but not least, figure out get to a point to where you can wake up every morning and you don't feel like you're just going in circles. You don't feel like you're unfulfilled. You don't feel like you're just, man, I'm just wasting my life away. Get to that point. You're, like I said, it'd be a blessing if where your income comes from is also tied with your purpose. But if it is not, that is okay. You can do both. Trust me, you can do both. You can work 8 hours and then devote, another couple hours to your purpose. You will be completely fine, I guarantee you. So that's the episode I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Donate $1, $5, $10 every single month. Get the Brother Help a Brother Out special. That'll be down in the description down below. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Let me know what I can improve on. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, all those good platforms, because that helps get the podcast out to more people. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Even if you're on YouTube, hop over to one of those other platforms, hit that 5-star for me, leave that review for me. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. The podcast is growing. We up to like 35 subscribers on YouTube. So shout out to every last one of you guys watching the episodes and people that just came in. I truly appreciate y'all. And I truly hope I'm giving y'all the best content for y'all in this season of y'all's life. I hope y'all take it easy. Peace.